You know, ito ang nangyari. You better make it of record. Nung pupunta ako sa China, I was with Delfin Lorenzana, the DND. I was with Anyo, who was my security advisor, national security advisor, and the advisor of ni Bongbong ngayon, national security advisor.
May paliwanag na si dating Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte sa isyo ng Secret or Gentleman Agreement sa China at Pilipinas. Sabi ni dating Pangulo Duterte sa kanyang press conference sa Davao City noong April 11, 2024 na walang nangyayari na secret agreement ang kanyang administrasyon sa China between sa Pilipinas, at alam ito ng present security advisor ni President Bongbong Marcos na si Eduardo Anyo na dati din niyang naging security advisor. Sabi ni former President Duterte na may napag-usapan sila ni President Xi Jinping sa China noong 2017 at ito ay hindi naging sekreto. Dahil nito sinubukan namin hanapin ang news sa sinasabing agreement ng Duterte at ni Xi Jinping. Ayon sa news noong August 16,217 ito ay napabulish sa international news at sa Reuters. China has assured the Philippines it will not occupy new features or territory in the South China Sea under a new status quo brokered by Manila as both sides try to strengthen their relations, the Philippine Defense Minister said. Philippine Foreign Secretary Alan Peter Cayetano also said the Philippines was working on a commercial deal with China to explore and exploit oil and gas resources in disputed areas of the South China Sea with an aim to begin drilling within a year. The Defense Minister, Delfin Lorenzana, told a congressional hearing the Philippines and China had reached a modus vivendi, or a way to get along, in the South China Sea that prohibits new occupation of islands. The Chinese will not occupy new features in the South China Sea nor they are going to build structures in Scarborough Shoal, Lorenzana told lawmakers late on Monday, referring to a prime fishing ground close to the Philippines that China blockaded from 2012 to 2016 na.
You know, ito ang nangyari. You better make it of record. Nung pumunta ako sa China, I was with Delfin Lorenzana, the DND. I was with Anyo, who was my security advisor, national security advisor, and the advisor of ni Bongbong ngayon, national security advisor. Nandoon sila lahat, Esperon, and my cabinet members, lahat sila. Ito ang opening remarks ko kay Xi Jinping. Kunin ninyo ito. Kasi harap-harapan kami sa long table, kaharap. I said, Mr. President, we would insist that that China Sea, or not the whole of it, but there is a part of the China Sea that belongs to the Philippines. And since I would want to, get savings instead of importing it from the exporting country, ako na I will dig my oil there. I just want to let you know. Ito ang sagot ni Xi Jinping. I am afraid you cannot do that. Sabi ko, why, Mr. President? Diniretso ko na siya. I will get it from that portion of the Red China Sea that belongs to the Philippines. Sabi niya, please do not do it. For the life of me. We are friends and I do not want to destroy that friendship. So, what is in your mind, Mr. President? Sabi niya, because it would be in trouble. Kami dito sa kabila nakaintindo na sila, nandyan yung mga generals nila. Ano yung National Security Advisor ni Marcos? Nandyan. Ang pagkaintindi, sabi dyan, trouble, if we insist na, sabi ko, well, day of my visit, I do not everything, put it off to some other day. Yun ang that you put it to some other day. The Philippines getting into our claimed territories to extract, nagkalma kasi alam ko na hindi talaga kaya ng Pilipinas kung magkagera. Now, at present, in the past or in the future, ako naman, hindi ko inaasahan na ang Amerika would go to the South China swaggering. Alam mo, sa totoo lang, kung ang Amerika talaga gusto niyang make his presence felt there in the China Sea and to show to the world na protektado as Marcos would want to picture it to be, na America will come to our aid. Why do it during a war? Anak ka na po, pumunta na sila doon to avoid the war. And if America goes into trouble with China, that is their own shit. Kasi sila kasi yung magka-rebel dyan. Bakit hintayin pa ng Amerika? Why would Bongbong Marcos would now go to America to continue the talks? Nagganon pa man, what has agreed upon years ago remains until today. And the popular notion is that if we go to war with China, America would hurry up, go there, and defend that. So sabihin ko sa Amerika, if you are interested really in defending the Philippines, putang ina, bakit ka pa maghintayin magkaroon ng gera? Why don't you go there and give the protection that is being mounted by... Bakit hintayin pa nila magkaroon ng patayan? Di iparking na niya yung 7th fleet niya doon. This 7th fleet is in the Far East. It's a big one. It's a task force. Ilagay niya yung doon ng mga destroyer niya doon sa... wala eh. Tapos, alam mo, there is a very dangerous trend. And anybody of you can notice. Bongbong America has been there for about, babalik-balik siya sa Amerika. Ang Amerikano naman, binibigyan siya ng moral booster. Sige, lumaban ka. Wala kang ikatakot. So, maski sa Amerika dito, before he left in America, he's boasting of resisting China. We do not want oppression. Of course, we are being oppressed by China. There's no doubt about it. Nobody questions that. Ang problema lang, ang trabaho namin kasi dito as president, just like Aquino and all, istorya muna tayo because we cannot afford a war at this time with China. And I am so ever in doubt that America will try to tickle the China there to go into a nuclear war. Because a nuclear war means the end of the world. For China and for everybody. Alam nila yan. Takot ang Amerika kasi isang ballistic lang carrying a nuclear warhead. Isang putok lang yan dyan sa gitna ng Amerika. Sufficiente na yan. But with the 1,000 missiles, and in return, America returns the favor by sending also 1,000 missiles, it will really end the world. Kaya ang China takot. Hanggang dyan lang sila sa malayo. But they have never confronted Russia or China. Takot. Obliterated lahat yan. Maniwala kayo. Including us. There will be famine and hunger and death. You can ask any professor ninyo sa physics and they will tell you what would happen to the world. Nobody wins. That is why we navigate through our differences, our nuances, our everything that is questionable there just by talk. Pero itong Carpio na ito, ayunan, bakit kung ibigay ko yung ayunan sure, Juster Carpio, kung hindi ka magago, ibigay ko na lang yung South China Sea. Hindi ko nga alam kung saan yung ayunan. At ito, Justice Carpio, sabihin ko sa iyo, if China would decide to erect a naval base there in the island nearest us, can you stop it? Ano mo yung Supreme Court ruling mo dyan? Papel lang yan, idiot. It cannot stop a war. You're a crybaby. Always America, America, America. That was the last speech of Marcos. We will be brave there. We have the ships there patrolling alongside with the American ships. What? And you call our place Republic of the Philippines. When you could remain to be a republic and be peaceful with everybody. Pag-usapan lang natin yun. Hindi naman Palawan ang kinukuha ng ano. There are questions and issues about jurisdiction. We will continue to talk. Yan ang trabaho namin. Problema sa iyo, Justice Carpio, hindi ka naging presidente. Akala mo itong problema ng Pilipinas sa chessboard kung marunong ka maglaro. It's easy for you to say, oh, ganun dapat ginawa. Eh, okay, talagang ano. Putang ina mo, hindi ka naging presidente. You were not given that sacred duty to protect the 120 million plus Filipino. Ang iyong papel lang dyan at salita at maraming ambog. I have the documents. Hinahanap ko yung meron bang mga agreements na I will study it tonight, and after the rally we can probably have a more expanded agreement signed along the way. No, kasi ang pagkaalam ko si Tito Carpio, eh, galing yan ng collegial eh. Supreme Court is collegial, marami sila. Ganon rin po kami, Ugok. I do not decide on my own. The cabinet. Hindi naman ako, no? It's the act of the President. Correct. But behind that act of the President, I will educate you. Hindi akin yan lahat. I cannot make a move relative to the security of the country without asking the military and the National Security Council. Yung agreement na yan, kung totoo, nasabi ko na sa mga militarya, you should not keep anything secret when you're talking about the national security. Ang mga military, nandyan talaga yan. Nandyan man si Anyo. He was my national security advisor. Advisor mo yan, Bongbong. Tanungin mo kung mayroong bang gentleman's agreement. Aywan ko, ayaw kong mag-insulto. Inumpisahan mo eh. Kung tinawagan mo sana ako, di hindi ka makatanggap nito. Ikaw putang ina ka, hindi ka nakatapos hanggang second year college ka lang. Dumaan ako sa lahat ng taga Foreign Affairs, Undersecretary Ingles, si Ambassador Terona, Obiana, si David Rapos, then si Maria Sison. Doon ako medyo Kaya huwag mong sabihin, mas marunong kayo sa akin. Alam kong ginagawa ko. Diplomatic and consular procedure. Master ko po yan, dumaan ako dyan.